The urban legend of the babysitter and the man upstairs dates back to at least the 1960s in the United States. It spread as a cautionary tale among teenagers, especially those taking up babysitting jobs. The story centers around a young girl watching children at night who receives strange phone calls telling her to check the children. The horror escalates when police trace the call, revealing it's coming from inside the house. The story mirrors real-life cases, such as the 1950 murder of Janett Christman in Missouri. Janett, a 13-year-old babysitter, was attacked and killed while babysitting. The phone lines had been tampered with, and the killer was never found. Though this case predates the legend's popularity, many believe it contributed to the tale's realism and fear. It was a snowy December evening in 1973 in Eureka, Missouri. 17-year-old Claire had just arrived at the Thompson residence, a warm two-story home with holiday lights glowing along the roof. The Thompsons were heading to a Christmas party across town and asked Claire to watch their two young kids, Ella and Max, until they got back before midnight. The kids were asleep upstairs when Claire settled in on the couch, flipping through channels and sipping hot cocoa. Outside, the wind howled against the windows, and shadows from the fireplace danced across the walls. At 9:47 p.m., the phone rang. "Have you checked the children?" a deep, raspy voice asked. Startled, Claire laughed nervously and hung up. She figured it was a prank, but 5 minutes later, the phone rang again. "Why haven't you checked the children?" Her chest tightened. "Who is this?" she asked, but the caller hung up. She locked all the doors and called the restaurant where the Thompsons were supposed to be. No answer. At 10:10 p.m., the phone rang again. "I'm already in the house." This time, Claire called the police. The dispatcher told her to keep the caller on the line. If he called again, they'd trace it. At 10:24, the phone rang one last time. "Too late," the voice whispered. She screamed and dropped the phone. Within seconds, the police called back. "Claire, get out of the house now. The calls are coming from upstairs." Claire bolted through the front door, slipping on the icy steps as police sirens wailed in the distance. Officers entered the home moments later and found a window upstairs cracked open. The children were unharmed, but a knife was found under one of the beds. The intruder was never caught. Claire quit babysitting after that night. She never stopped hearing that voice. And to this day, in towns across America, new babysitters whisper the same story and pray it never happens to them.